Hello, Anarchy Land, and happy Monday. Well, okay, when you see this, it'll be Monday. How are you guys doing? Holy cow. Can you even believe Tuesday is the beginning of December? And my daughter Tony has already told me that she's over December. And it's not even here. She's just over it altogether. Yeah, cat on the deep freeze. It's been a crazy year. I mean, everything that I never thought ever could happen in a political selection year has happened in 1 year. It's like, who the hell's playing Jumanji? You know? Anyway, we're going to talk about the war on whistleblowers in the Electoral College. Alright, just a refresher. Edward Snowden exposed the TSA for their spying on you and me that was going on. How did we thank him? Well, he is now a citizen, going to become a citizen of Russia. That's how we thanked him. That's it. Bradley Manning, now Chelsea Manning, cat, seriously, gave information to Julian Assange. Bradley Manning only served a year in prison, whereas Julian Assange, who put the information out with the Obama administration, specifically Killary Clinton, that's my daughter's pet name for it, Killary Clinton, was doing. So, now that we're caught up, let's look at this. Julian Assange, we're being told at every turn, every conversation about him, we violate our Constitution. That's not possible. For the simple reason, the man was not a resident. He's not even a citizen. As far as I know, he's never lived here. I don't know if he's ever visited here. I have no idea why in hell he ever would want to visit here now. But he was in the Ecuadorian embassy for about 6-7 years. And he couldn't leave. England was going to put him in prison, and that would have been it. If he ends up in the hands of America, he's going to wind up in Guantanamo Bay, and he's going to have a little accident while he's there. Because he shared information about what this wonderful government, this godly government, has been doing. Get my glasses back on here. But, there's no way. If you ask a constitutional scholar if the Constitution applies to somebody, if our Constitution applies to somebody who is neither a citizen or a resident here, they will say no. Bring up Assange, he violated the Constitution. Yeah. There's a level of cognitive dissonance that makes me just want to hurl a book at these people. Now, my last class for Ashford University was constitutional law. I had no idea what cognitive dissonance was. I spent over a year trying to figure out how in hell somebody could be a constitutional lawyer and know that the Constitution of one country does not apply to somebody from another nation that is neither a resident or a citizen. of another country. That's impossible. And they will admit it until you bring up Julian Assange. And there's like this pre-programmed robotic response. They violate the Constitution. It's like they get this blank look on their eyes. And they keep trying to enforce this half-cocked response that they've been brainwashed with. It's insane. Now, speaking of insane and loony bin, Joe Biden, a Democrat, potential president, he still has to go through the Electoral College, is going to name Cindy McCain, a longtime Republican, widow of a long-time, way too damn long time, Senator John McCain. So we are supposed to believe, on one hand, Democrats say Republicans are the problem, Republicans say Democrats are the problem, and yet we have a long-time Democrat potential president is going to appoint a long-time Republican that has criticized him openly, mind you, as an ambassador under his administration. I knew this election year the oligarchs were going to show their true colors, but holy crap. Biden doesn't even... Biden's base, they don't even get it. Neither side, they get it. It's just one party of oligarchs, and that's it. I mean, in what realm of sanity does it make sense that a so-called Democrat would appoint a Republican to an important office like ambassador? It makes no sense whatsoever. Now, how do we change this? I don't know. Other than unplugging a cable satellite or requiring people to pass an IQ test to have cable or satellite, I have no idea. I am stunned, completely stunned on the level of cognitive dissonance in this country. But on the flip side, that's what makes it so intriguing. That's what makes journalism so intriguing. Is how. Can you do that how? How do I change this? Where did it come from? Who started it? Why does it happen? Where did it start? Where does it end? When do we get out of it? These are the things that get my blood pumping in the morning. I bounce out of bed asking who, what, where, when, why, and how of our political situation. That's no joke. I do sometimes. I'm going to be reviewing this here book for my must read. I think you'll find it quite interesting. Now, let's talk about the Electoral College. First, who in hell is the Electoral College? Well, they are U.S. citizens, number one, who have been elected by both parties to represent the party on a certain day after the selection. Alright, now, why is this a problem? Here's the problem. Here's what it is. The two sides know who the members are. Now, the last time, 2016, their identity and locations got released. And it was very unfortunate for these people to a point. Because individuals went to their homes and protested outside their homes, scared the living dog hell out of their kids. This kind of thing cannot be tolerated, by the way. Now, Hillary Clinton has already said she's going to be in the Electoral College. God forbid this woman be anywhere near an electoral machine or anything electoral related. If that does not show you that this is nothing more than a three-ring shit show ran by oligarchs who run pay-to-play schemes and get away with it, I don't know what will. Honestly, I don't. Now, here's the potential that I see happening. Sometimes, not very often, the Electoral College is just your average Joe who wants to go do their duty, they're told, young child, and they are told that, like NBC says, Electoral College voters can be forced to back state popular vote winners. No, that is not what the Constitution says. The Constitution makes it clear they are not tethered to that. And there was recently I should have kept that article, but I didn't. There was recently a Supreme Court, federal, and state, said the Constitution does not tether them to a state outcome, which means if they decide that there's a high enough probability that Biden's win was fraudulent, they could vote for Trump, or they could be bribed by certain individuals to vote for him. Now, am I saying that's going to happen? No. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't put nothing past these oligarchs. They don't get to where they are by being saints. Now, they could be persuaded to vote for Trump. They could decide that they feel like there's enough question about the legitimacy of this that they could vote for Trump. It could get split right down the middle. One half goes for Biden, the other half goes for Trump. You could literally have that happen. It would be interesting. It would be a pain in the butt, but it would certainly be interesting. Now, they could be bribed. Let's get back to that scenario. So they're all bribed to vote for Trump. And someone develops a conscience, God forbid, and tries to come out. Well, accidents happen all the time, my God. Boeing can't keep a plane in the air. Amtrak's a disaster. The computer systems in cars can be hacked. Actually, Criminal Minds did an episode about that one, where they could be hacked just with a computer. So, accidents happen. They happen. Buses can slide off the road. Get where I'm going here? These are very dangerous times we're living in. Alright? We have a bunch of pedophile elites who basically run the government. We don't elect them. They were selected. Joseph Stalin had a saying, a quote, I've seen I don't know how many times, and I keep thinking about it. Every time I hear of a vote, I keep thinking about his quote. One who votes decides nothing. One who counts the votes decides everything. How true is that? Bottom line, we better start waking up and seeing what's in front of us. We have a dark winter that is closing in on us. Every day it's getting closer and closer. We have no idea what the hell is coming up the road. We don't know. Now, I don't like being an alarmist, but we need to keep our minds and our heads straight, on our shoulders, not in our asses, so we can see what's coming. We don't have time for being nice. That time has passed. It's gone. The level of cognitive dissonance in this country is just insane. I mean, it's just insane. It's got people to the point that 2 and 2 is 5, if the state says. We are treading on some serious quicksand, people. Alright, I'm going to stop here. The cat's going to take a nap, as I just noticed her in the camera. Get her in. But she's completely bored and over all this. Aren't you? Yeah. Alright, see you guys later. Here we go.